What's up, soul family, and welcome back to my channel. So today's tarot reading is going to be on your next romantic partner, your next serious relationship. So before we get started, if you guys would like to book personal readings with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. And if you're interested in any of the decks that we use for today's tarot reading, they will be available for purchase on my Amazon store also down below. So with all of that good stuff being said, we're going to go on ahead and jump into your pile choices now. Alrighty, you guys, so here are the 4 groups that you have to choose from today. We have group number 1 with the Cosmic Heart, group number 2 with Empathic Starseed, group number 3 with the Void, and group number 4 with Lifting the Veil. So go on ahead and take a moment to choose the pile that you feel the most drawn to today. Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to choose, you guys, and whenever you are ready, I will meet you at your reading. The timestamps for each card will be available down in the description box below for your convenience. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 1 with the Cosmic Heart. And the bottom of the card says, Devotion, Potency, Make Your Life a Moving Prayer. So you guys, who is your next romantic partner going to be? Okay, so first we're going to take a look at some of their personality traits, and then we're going to take a look at, the relationship dynamic between the two of you. Okay, so I see here we start off with the Magician card. So I do feel like your person is a very powerful manifester, and I do feel like the two of you are actively manifesting one another. And I see here we have two page cards, so I feel like both of you are at a point in your life where you're growing, you're changing, you're working on yourselves very, very hard. And I do feel like this person is going to come into your life, or you're going to come into this person's life at a point in time where they are handed an opportunity. This is something that was coming through very strong. So they're going to be handed an opportunity here with the Ace of Pentacles. They could be getting a new job. You could be getting a new job if you're actively looking for a new job or something along those lines, or maybe you're trying to enter a new field of work. I do feel like this is possibly how you're going to end up meeting this person. And this is going to come in after a time of possible financial struggle, or maybe even just struggling like with your mental health all around, or they're struggling with their mental health all around. This mainly came through for them. So I feel like you're going to meet this person at a time where they just got a new job, or they just were handed a new opportunity that's going to allow them to get out of this headspace that they're in right here. Overall, in terms of your person's personality, I feel like they are very, very sweet. I feel like they're very, very childlike, and I also feel like they're kind of young. And for you guys, we have the Page of Pentacles. I feel like this is you guys. If you have strong Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, possibly Leo or Pisces energy, this person, I feel like they're a little, sensitive, a little softer. So for them, I was getting, maybe Scorpio, Cancer, possibly Pisces. This is water sign energy. But these are the 2 page cards that I was referring to. So it seems to me like you both are going to be in a very similar position when you guys meet one another. I do feel like you guys are kind of young, like maybe in your 20s or your early 30s, something along those lines. And if you're not, I do feel like there's going to be a very childlike energy between the two of you. For some of you, it's possible that you could have known this person during your childhood or during your adolescence. And one thing that was coming through very strongly for in terms of this relationship that I feel like I should address is the fact that with the 4 of Cups being in the reverse, I feel like it's possible for some of you that this could be somebody who missed out on some sort of opportunity with you guys in the past, okay? Or what I'm also getting is that, this could have been a situation where you guys maybe passed each other in the hallway briefly, like when you were in high school or when you were in school, that type of thing. But maybe you weren't necessarily part of the same friend group, or maybe one of you liked the other, but the other was just, like bored, or just not really paying attention to the opportunities that were being handed to them. So this doesn't necessarily have to be from like childhood, but I was getting the energy of like somebody missing out on the other in the past, or somebody maybe not giving the other the time of day in the past. This possible, okay? But I do see here, since the Four of Cups came out in the reverse, and right before that we had the Five of Pentacles, I feel like this person, they missed out on some type of opportunity that led to this Five of Pentacles. So it's kind of like the universe's way of like giving them another chance to actually have something solid and stable with you, okay? Because we have this Ace of Pentacles. So very strong message coming through here. This person is going to be handed some type of opportunity, and for some of you, for a very small percentage of you, it could actually be you. This could be your hand. You could be the one handing over this person an opportunity. So like if you are in some type of management position or something at your job, or maybe even if you're like a supervisor or something, if you get a say in maybe what goes on at work, or maybe you're just asked for your opinion, you could kind of put in a good word for this person, like, yeah, I knew them, they might be a good fit for this job, or something along those lines. Because I do feel like a lot of the power is in your hands in this situation with the Magician card. And I do feel like this person is a very powerful person as well. And I also feel like a lot of you guys is like spiritual beliefs will kind of line up with one another. I don't see any major disagreements, but I do feel like both of you are at a point in your life where you are actively growing, you are actively evolving, okay? And in this relationship, I don't think that there's going to be room for you guys to really rush this connection, because we do have the Moon card here. So I feel like there's still a lot about one another that you guys won't necessarily know, especially in the beginning. It's not necessarily like deception or anything. It's not like anything is being hidden. But if this is somebody from your past and they missed out on some type of opportunity with you, especially like when they were young, I feel like there might have been a lot more going on behind the scenes here with the Moon card that I feel like you guys will get a chance to talk about and address. But another thing that I was getting about this relationship, about this connection, is that there is some sort of inner child healing that is going to be the main focus of this relationship. Because see, you guys both came out as pages, so that lets me know, I feel like the two of you are both very in tune with your inner child, and I feel like there's certain sides of you that you will only allow to come out like with one another. I'm getting a very childlike energy from this connection, because we do have the Sun card, we have Leo energy coming through, if I haven't mentioned that sign yet. And I just feel like the two of you are going to bring one another a lot of happiness. And another thing that I'm just now picking up on is we have the Sun and we have the Moon here. So I do feel like this is going to be a very balanced yin yang type of energy. If your energy is very masculine, their energy is going to be very feminine. Or if your energy is very feminine, their energy is going to be very masculine. Either way, I feel like the two of you will really complement one another. But I feel like one of you might be a little bit more secretive, or not necessarily secretive, I want to say mysterious. I feel like that's a better word than the other, okay? Whereas the other person is going to be a little bit more out there. But your person gives me a very sweet, childlike type of energy, and I feel like they're very creative. Like they oftentimes use their creativity to subconsciously manifest their reality, and I feel like this is something that you do, but more so on a conscious level, especially if you are manifesting a partner. I do feel like this person is really going to check off your boxes. They're really going to tick off your boxes. So just to summarize what we went over today, you're going to know this is your person because after a time of struggle, okay, they're going to be handed some sort of opportunity. I really kind of feel like this is going to be a job opportunity, but regardless, it's going to be an opportunity for them to grow and get out of this this lack mentality. Also, this person, they could have grown up in some type of poverty, or they might have grown up with a family that maybe didn't necessarily have a lot of money, so they feel like they have to be the one that has to step up to the plate to make the money to, you know, help their family. It's like somebody who wants to be rich after growing up in a home where they didn't have much, they didn't have money, they were just struggling to get by, or their family was struggling to get by, especially in terms of like raising them. I was getting that type of energy, but I feel like your person, they have a way of really being able to make the best out of any situation. I feel like that's something that you will really like about them. And I also see here the Page of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. To me, this is a very compatible energy. Okay, water and earth energy, I feel like they go very well together because they're both feminine energies. And so I feel like if they missed out on an opportunity with you in the past and you kind of have an idea of who I'm referring to, I definitely feel like this will be kind of their chance, the universe's chance, or it's just like their chance to actually make it right, and accept the opportunity that is handed to them. But for some of you guys, this person, it's like they tend to miss out on opportunities when they're not actually looking for them, when they're kind of hidden, like when things kind of show up and they're hidden, they might kind of miss the memo, or they might get, you know what I'm saying, they might actually need somebody to directly say, hey, this is for you, are you gonna take this coin, like, do you want this, you know? And they might say, oh yeah, you know, I want it. But it's like, I feel like your person, the last point I'm gonna make, I feel like your person, they're not really good at taking subtle hints or picking up on subtle hints. Like, if you like them, they might actually need you to be like, hey, I actually like you, like, do you want to do something this weekend, you know? Yeah, so I just feel like they're not really that great at picking up on social cues overall. But I do see a lot of potential in this relationship, and I do feel like the two of you will really balance one another out very well. And it's possible that you guys might have even known each other in the past or from your adolescence. So that mutual comfort with one another is going to be there in this relationship. So that is what I have for you guys for who have chosen group number 1. If you guys would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. The decks that we use for today's reading, we did use the Modern Witch Tarot deck for the tarot cards that I pulled for you guys, and we also used the Starseed Oracle deck for the cards that you chose at the beginning of the video. So these decks, along with some other cool decks, will be available for purchase on my Amazon store. Be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. All of my information for tips and donations, as well as my Amazon deck wish list, will also be available down in the description box below. So if you're feeling generous, be sure to check that out. It is much appreciated. And that is all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 2 with Empathic Starseed, and welcome to your reading, you guys. So the bottom of the card says energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. That's very interesting, you guys. So we're going to talk about your person first, some traits about them that are going to be kind of noticeable, and then we're going to talk about the dynamic of this relationship. So for a lot of you, I feel like this could be somebody from your past, and I say that because we have the 6 of Cups, so this can be either past life energy, or this could be somebody either from your childhood, similar to group number 1, or just somebody from your past that you've dealt with in the past, okay? I feel like this is somebody who might have lived at a distance. This could have been a long distance connection, a long distance situation. We have the 6 of Swords here, but I'm getting like some sort of energy of disappointment surrounding not really being able to be with one another in the ways that you might have wanted to be with one another in the past. I feel like this is more of a past energy, okay? Because we have this 5 of Cups, so there is some type of disappointment. This person could have disappointed you in the past, possibly, or maybe like with this 8 of Cups, it seems like there was something that initiated the two of you having to separate or walk away from one another. That's kind of like the overall energy that I was getting, and I kind of feel like it stems from this person. I feel like they kind of operate from a place of fear, if we're being completely honest, because we have this 3 of Swords and this 2 of Swords. So this could very well have been an energy that occurred between the two of you in the past. So now maybe you or them are kind of feeling unsure of whether or not to pursue this connection. But I feel like a lot of time has gone by and you both have been in limbo here with this hanged, it says hanged one, the hanged man. I feel like this is an energy of, you know, everything being up in the air and you guys kind of being in limbo with one another. But I do feel like the feeling of the two of you actually wanting one another and still having feelings for one another is very much mutual. Like with the 6 of Cups, this is kind of like somebody who leaves a mark on your heart, or somebody that you'll always have unconditional love for this person, you know, and this is followed by the Queen of Cups here. So I feel like I don't think that you guys would actually want to be cold toward this person, or I don't feel like you have any type of anger, hatred, animosity towards this person. If you do, this might not be your reading. But also I just feel like that love and those emotions that you have for one another is still there, okay? And if this is not like a past situation, if this is not like somebody from your past. I just feel like there's a distance between the two of you, okay? And it might not be that big, but I do feel like it's a distance. You know, you could live in the same state as somebody and still be like 6 hours away from them. So I'm getting that type of energy. We have the Eight of Cups here. So, oh, this could also be, you know, this person might travel a lot, like for work, or they might, you know, they might go out of town quite often, which could kind of make it difficult for you guys if you are not willing to, you know, work on a long distance connection or work on a long distance relationship, because it leaves more room for the two people to idolize one another. But at the end of the day, we have this Nine of Cups here, so this is the energy of a wish fulfillment, okay? But I feel like, you know, there's still an energy of both of you being unsure of one another, both of you being unsure of whether or not this is going to work, but you know that the two of you are what one another wants, okay? This could also be somebody who in the past, they might have said, you know, I want to take a break from this relationship, or I want to take a break from this connection, that type of thing. But with the Chariot card, I do feel like this relationship, it has the potential to be very successful if both of you are willing to work on it equally, okay? So that is what I will say. The Six of Cups is also an indication of like a past life lover, a past life soulmate. This can also be an indication that somebody has kids, okay? So either you have kids, or maybe they have kids that they feel like they have to put first, you know, so they might find themselves traveling a lot. I'm hearing military, so for some of you, this person could be in the military that causes them, and especially with this backpack, she has this backpack on. I feel like it could be just a possibility that this person like travels a lot, and maybe you kind of feel disappointed. Maybe you might have felt left out in the cold by this person in the past, but there is still a lot of love here, okay? And I do feel like there was a separation in the past between the two of you. And so I feel like once this person kind of comes back into your life, I feel like there's still going to be an energy of not really being sure, not really knowing if you want to decide on this person. This person is going to have to come through and be direct about what it is that they want, what their true intentions in this relationship are for you in this connection. But overall, I feel like the love that the two of you have for one another, it's not going anywhere, you know? And I do feel like it is unconditional love, because at the end of the day, you are the one that ticks off all the boxes. You are the one that this person wants and can see themselves with the most. And if this person hasn't come into your life yet, and you hear me talking about all this past energy, just, you know, kind of scratch that. But because this reading is timeless, but at the end of the day, I am getting some type of obstacle here, and I feel like that main obstacle is gonna be distance between the two of you. Maybe this person not really having the time that they need because they put work first. Maybe they have, like I said, they also have children that they have to tend to. I'm getting that type of energy. But this connection is a wish fulfillment for the both of you, okay? And also, I feel like your person, they might be a water sign. We have very strong Pisces, Scorpio, very strong Cancer energy coming through with this Chariot card, okay? So I feel like also if you guys have the Cancer placements, or you guys have the Cancerian energy, I feel like this person views you as very, very nurturing. And if they have kids, they could definitely see you filling that, you know, nurturing role, assuming that you want children, or assuming that you're good with kids. They can see you filling that nurturing role, and maybe they've seen you interact with children, and they just really like that part of you, that aspect of yourself, basically. But I am seeing that there is some history here, and if it ain't from this life, it's likely from a past life, okay? That's what I'm getting, basically. And also with this card that says, you know, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours, I feel like this person is having trouble operating in their free will. Like, I feel like this person, they've taken on so much, especially like for their kids. They might really need a break, you know. This might be why they have stepped away in the past, or why there might have been a separation in the past. I feel like this person is learning a lesson about, like, you know, how it says empathic starseed. When you're an empath, it's so easy for you to soak up the energies and the emotions of other people, and it's not yours, it's not your weight, it's not your baggage, and it can lead to a lot of confusion. So I feel like this person is really learning that. Also, for some of you, I don't even know why I'm getting this, if this person works in like the medical field, that is one area of expertise that will really cause you to absorb a lot of heartache, a lot of heartbreak, you know, especially if they're around people who are losing their loved ones or that type of thing, you know. I feel like this person, they need better energetic boundaries, because, you know, the minute that they step away and allow themselves to clear their head, I feel like it's just going to be so much easier for them to see what it is they want, to decide what it is that they want in their life. Or they could just work in a field, an area of expertise. If it's not EMT, if it's not like the medical field, they could still work in an area of expertise. Even like customer service, you could absorb so much negative, unwanted energy that's just not yours. And like I said, it could lead to a lot of confusion. So there was a need for this person to take a step back and really figure themselves out, really figure their life out, you know? So if it seems like this connection was suspended, if it seems like this energy was up in the air, I'm letting you know right now, it doesn't have anything to do with you. It's not like this person didn't want you in the past. It's just they just had way too much on their plate, to be honest. And they were traveling, they were moving around so much. Like, if this person like catches a lot of flights, or they're always driving, they're always on the road, or, you know, I'm getting so many different fields of work for this connection. So this person could be a trucker, this person could be an EMT, this person could work in some sort of field that requires them to travel around a lot, and they are absorbing all types of hoopla, okay? But either way, I still see that, you know, you are on this person's mind quite a bit. And if you haven't met this, well, I honestly feel like the bulk majority of y'all know who I'm talking about. But if you haven't met this person yet, just know this could be somebody that lives at a distance from you, somebody who travels around a lot. And I'm also seeing, you know, with the chariot, the girl on the motorcycle, this card can also be about moving too, moving and traveling. So this person could have either just moved to your area, you know, if you haven't met them yet. Maybe I'm hearing still unpacking, still in the process of unpacking, both literal and, you know, hypothetical, like unpacking themselves emotionally, you know. So yeah, I don't know, I just feel like the two of you in the future, you will definitely decide on one another. But this person, you'll know this is your person because they're definitely working through some shit, okay? I'm just gonna put it to you like that. And they may or may not have kids, or you may or may not have kids. So yeah, that's what I see for you guys who have chosen group number 2. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonates for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The decks that we used in today's reading were the Starseed Oracle decks, which is the deck that I had you guys choose from at the beginning of the reading, and the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which is kind of my favorite deck right now. So these decks, along with some other pretty cool decks, will be available for purchase on my Amazon store. Be sure to check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. All of my information for tips, donations, and my deck wish list is also available down in the description box below. If you guys are feeling generous, anything is appreciated. And yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 3 with the Void. And the bottom of the card says, stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie, you guys. This is probably gonna be my favorite pile, just because I feel like I kind of resonate with it so much. So in terms of your next romantic partner, I feel like if you chose this card, y'all are not afraid of the dark, okay? Y'all are not afraid of the darkness because you've already been through it. And I feel like this person is gonna come in at a point in your life where you have fully surrendered, okay? I feel like this will happen, like maybe you've undergone some sort of tower moment, like maybe either your home gets destroyed, or it could be a literal fire, but something happens that really requires you to switch up like your entire life. I'm seeing just like a major life change that comes in out of nowhere that could happen, and this can be very, very scary, but I can honestly tell you guys that you guys are going to get through it. And once you get through it, it's like you're gonna go through some sort of period of rest, okay? Like we have this 4 of Swords and we have this 9 of Swords, so this is like, you know, rest. Maybe you guys feel anxious when you take the time to rest, or when you allow your body a chance to rest and relax. And I feel like your person is going to come in, and after everything you've been through, this person is going to come in and try to sweep you off your feet, okay? And I feel like you might really like this person. You might like the way that this person treats you, but I feel like there's a part of you that's still gonna be unsure because of everything that you guys have been through. That tower moment could even have been in, like, you know, a relationship, a previous relationship, or a relationship that you're currently in that's just not working, somebody that you're dealing with that's just not working. And I feel like what I'm saying is something in your life is going to fall apart, and it's just going to have you like, oh my God, here we go again, and then somebody is going to come in, somebody who already has a solid foundation built for themselves. This person could come from money or something. Like, we have this 10 of Pentacles. This person has money, okay? This person has money, and they do not operate from a place of lack. Okay, so this person could have been born into money or something. And I also feel like this person is probably very family oriented. This person is a provider, right? And you guys are the type, you have had to really build yourself up from absolutely nothing. Or maybe you've had everything that you needed, but it all just came and it all fell apart. And so your prerogative is financial independence, okay? With this 9 of Pentacles, you're all about being financially independent, but yet this person is going to come in and they're still going to want to help you. And I'm getting the energy from you guys, like with the Strength card, I'm hearing like, you got to be strong. There are so many points in your life where you were just not okay, and it could even be right now, you guys. Like, you guys are just feeling not okay. You are not where you want to be. Life did not come easy, but you had to be strong, because giving up and not being okay was not an option for you, right? I don't know, you guys. I'm getting this energy of like guilt surrounding having to rest. Like, I feel like you guys are constantly on go, go, go mode, and some sort of tower moment is going to come in and just really sit you down. And I don't really think that there's anything that you can do to get out of this, but it happens so that you could rest, okay? And this card was clarified by the 9 of Swords. So this makes you anxious. Like, I'm seeing somebody in the bed that is just so tired, but still so worked up and so worried, and I see that this person, they're the type of person, they're going to come in and they're going to want to help you. They're going to want to give you something. They're going to want to gift you something. And they see you as like wife material. Literally, we have the Hierophant. I feel like this is going to be the person that you're going to end up marrying. A few years in the future, this is the person that is going to want to, they're going to present a ring. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. They're going to present a ring. But I just feel like you guys might be a little cold towards this person. And it's not like you don't like them. It's just that you guys have had to do everything on your own, okay? Emotionally, you've had to be the one to pick yourself back up. You've had to be the one to take care of yourself financially, emotionally. Whatever area of your life that you were struggling in the most, you had to be the one to pick up the pieces and make it work, okay? So when somebody comes in and they're trying to help you, or they're trying to gift you something, there were so many points in your life where you needed help and you didn't get it, so you had to learn to adjust. And so when somebody finally comes in, when you're at this point of surrender, when somebody finally comes in and they're like, let me help you, I want to help you, I want to be here for you, it's like, as much as you guys wanted that, you might not know how to accept it. That's the energy that I'm getting. You will eventually accept it once this person, because this person is going to bust their ass to gain your trust, for real, because they see how strong you are, and you guys are not the type of person that's going to take advantage of somebody financially. You guys are the type, like I said, you're very independent. I'm getting a very strong independent energy from you guys. We have this Queen of Swords, okay? So this energy I'm getting from you guys is like, why are you doing this? Like, why are you even here? Like, why would you want to be here? You see, like, my shit is in shambles right now. I need to rebuild this on my own. And they're just like, no, I want to help, like, I want to help. Please let me help. Please let me be here for you, and they're doing it from a place of genuine unconditional love. You see, with the 6 of Pentacles, this is somebody who's very giving. Your person is very generous, okay? Very generous, and I feel like you guys are very generous as well. But the difference between the two of you is that this person is generous from a place of having so much abundance in their life. Their cup is overflowing. Their cup is overflowing, and they're just willing to share it. You guys are generous in a way of, like, if you saw a homeless person and you had your last $10 in your wallet, you'd give it to them, because you have a roof over your head. And it'll come back to you some way, shape, or form, because you see a lot of people are out here struggling, and you'll help where you can. It's not like you're giving from this place of that wealth, you know what I'm saying? You're giving from a place of, I see you, I've been there, so you know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to get at. So that's the difference between the two of you. I feel like you guys might have really, you might have come from a family where, you know, you struggled financially, you struggled, you weren't born into wealth, you know, and if you were, I do still see there was some type of struggle. It could have been like an emotional struggle, struggling with your mental health, but the vast majority of y'all, you know, you came from a family where you just didn't have it like that. This person, they come from wealth, okay? They come from wealth. They might be a CEO, they might have their own business or something, but they were able to cultivate this very easily because they came from wealth, okay? So that's one thing I will say about your person. Your person, they definitely want, they have a very strong faith, okay? Their faith is very strong. They could be a Christian. They could be a Christian. I'm hearing Catholic, maybe even Muslim. I'm getting more so Christian, okay? But this person, they have a very strong faith. I feel like God is very important to them, and they do want a marriage. They do want, I'm getting holy matrimony. Like, they genuinely do want to marry somebody, and they want that solid foundation. They want to have kids. Their family is very, very important to them, okay? And they're gonna want to bring you into it. I feel like this is gonna be like some sort of instant recognition between the two of you. And in a way, you guys, I feel like you guys might kind of feel a bit embarrassed, okay? And I don't mean that in a bad way, because you guys shouldn't feel embarrassed. But I feel like there's a part of you that might maintain this really hard, cold exterior because of everything that you've been through. And you don't want this person to see maybe how bad you've had it in the past, you know, or how dark shit has gotten for you, okay? Because I feel like this person, they can sympathize with you and they will understand. They're not going to judge you. But it's going to be kind of hard for you to just open up and let this person in because they can't empathize with you. Because in this lifetime, I don't think they've been there. You know, like, I really don't think that they've been as low as you've been, because they always had somebody to fall back on. They always had somebody to lean on. Whereas you guys had to build your shit from the ground up, and you had to bust your ass for it. Okay, so that is the difference I'm getting between the two of you. And listen, don't take this the wrong way, because I'm not looking at y'all and saying like y'all are piss poor, but I'm saying that you have been there. You know what I'm saying? You've been there. You've been through the struggle. When shit fell apart and hit the fan, you didn't know what the fuck you were gonna do, you know? So what I'm saying is, when this person comes into your life, things are going to take a turn for the better. Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Things are going to take a turn for the better. But some of you guys, like, the energy I'm getting is like, imagine a foster kid that gets real comfortable with their foster family. And as soon as they get real comfortable, as soon as they're really happy and they decide this is their forever home, this is where they want to be, they end up having to move to another home. Right? So I'm getting that type of energy from you guys. Maybe you guys have had to bounce from home to home, or maybe you guys have been in that energy where you've had to couch surf, or you lost your job, didn't know what you were going to do, lost your home, that type of energy. But I feel like when this person, it's like they're going to want to come in and they're going to want to provide for you. They're going to view you as the ideal spouse. They're going to see you as ideal spouse material, okay? And you guys are going to have a hard time believing that and accepting that, because it's just like, I feel like when it came to love, when it came to family, when it came to having a solid foundation, I feel like you guys never really were able to get used to permanent stability. Permanently never having to worry about money again, never having to worry about losing your home again, how you're going to pay your rent, how the bills are going to pay. You've never been in a place where you didn't have to worry about that, you know? And if you did, maybe it was when you were younger and you were too young to work. But I feel like when you got up and you went out in the real world, you didn't have it like that, you know? So this person is going to come in with a very solid foundation, and they're going to want to help you in a non-codependent way. They're doing this from a place of unconditional love, you know? And I just feel like you guys are just going to be like, what is this even for? Like, why are you trying to help me? Like, do you want something from me? You know, and this person is just going to be like, no, I see that you're working very, very hard, and I just want to help you, and I want you to be part of my life. And I do feel like you guys will eventually come to accept that. Like I said, it's going to take a turn for the better. And with the Strength card, this person is really going to admire you. They're really going to admire your strength. Okay, that's what I will say. This is truly going to be a connection of unconditional love. And I do feel like you guys will really grow to appreciate this person, you know, because I feel like you guys have an understanding that money isn't everything, you know. You definitely need it to get by, but it's not everything, okay? And that's something that this person is going to admire about you, because maybe in the past they had a lot of partners that maybe matched the energy. They were wealthy, you know, they have money, you know, or they were very material oriented, like their past partners, they just wanted their money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm getting that type of energy. But this person, they see you as somebody that doesn't need anything from them, okay? Your energy is giving me, like, what could you give me that I can't give myself? You know, that isn't money. And with the Six of Pentacles, I feel like that's just going to make them want to pour into you even more. That's just going to make them want to help you, you know, like, get their hands dirty and help you build your garden from the ground up, right? And I just feel like this is a very deep, this is going to be a very deep connection. This is a soul connection, you guys. So this is with this Void card. If you chose this card, you are not afraid of the dark, because your ass has already been through it, okay, many times, okay? And I feel like this is something that your person is going to greatly admire and respect about you. This is so beautiful, and it's not going to be relatable for everybody, but it's definitely relatable for me. So if you chose this pile, like, just understand, I have so much respect for y'all, like, because we done been through it. We done been through the ringer, y'all, okay? So that's what I see for your next romantic partner, you guys. Let me know down in the comments how this reading resonated for you. If you guys would like to book a personal tarot reading with me, you guys could book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. If you like the decks we used for today, we did use the Modern Witch Tarot deck, which is kind of my favorite deck right now, if you haven't already been able to tell, and the Starseed Oracle cards. These decks, along with some of the other cool decks I use on my channel, will be available for purchase on my Amazon store down in the description box below as well. There's also some cool books and stuff on there as well, so check that out if that is something that you guys are interested in. And lastly, if you guys are feeling generous and would like to offer any tips or donations for today's pick a card, all of my payment information as well as my deck wish list is available down below as well. So that is all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye. Hello to all of my beautiful people who have chosen group number 4 with Lifting the Veil. And the bottom of the card says, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Okay, so you guys, who is your next romantic partner? All right, you guys, so we're going to get into like their personality traits, or just some of their traits first. And then we're going to kind of get into the relationship dynamic between the two of you. Okay, so we start off the reading with the Page of Swords and the Nine of Wands. I feel like your person is very, very protective over themselves, okay? This energy is kind of reminding me of like a wounded puppy, okay? And we're being completely honest, I feel like if your person was watching this and they decided to choose a pile, they would choose pile number 3, okay? So for pile number 3, this energy I'm picking up on is like, it's the opposite end of the spectrum, if that makes sense. So for group number 3, I was tapping into their person. For group number 4, you know, I'm tapping into your person. So it's kind of like the energy switch from that pile. So group number 3 was the Void. It's about somebody who's been through the dark. You know, the people who chose that pile, they've been through the dark. And I can honestly say this energy resonates with that pile. So I feel like your person, there's somebody who has been through the dark. They're not afraid of the dark. But if they're going to go through it, they'd rather go through it alone, okay? It's very rare that I feel like anybody has ever stepped in and given this person any like genuine, authentic help. This person, when they are upset, when they are stressed, they delve in some type of art form or some type of creativity, okay? With the Eight of Pentacles, this could be like actual art, or some type of skill or something that they have that they like to indulge in to kind of make themselves feel better. Your person has gone through so much on their own. Like, let me tell you, they have gone through so much on their own that when somebody actually comes in and like kind of wants to help them, they're a little taken aback by that. As much as they would like the help, or they need the help, this person has a weird thing when it comes to accepting help. So it's like they would rather overwhelm themselves and juggle 50 million things at once, rather than to accept help. So your person, I feel like they're very, very independent, okay? We have the Death card as well. This person, this is somebody who is constantly undergoing transformation within themselves. Okay, so for the zodiac signs, before I forget, we have very strong Scorpio energy with that death card. We have Virgo energy, and we also have Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra energy, and Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. I feel like that's more so you guys though. But with the Ten of Swords, this person is constantly, like, I feel like they're constantly overworking themselves, constantly overwhelming themselves. And it just seems like they're the type of person that they never really catch a break. As much as they need one, they never really manage to catch a break. With the Ten of Wands, I feel like you're really going to teach this person, like, hey, you don't have to carry those sticks on your own. You can give me like 1 or 2 sticks and I'll help you carry them. Or you could give me half of them and I'll help you carry them to where they need to go, you know? But this person, they're kind of stubborn. Like, they're really, really stubborn. So with the Seven of Wands, like, I feel like they're very protective and they're very defensive over like their life, their loved ones. Okay, when it comes to their relationship with you, I feel like they're gonna feel like they have to protect that as well. And it almost seems like they feel the need to like portray themselves as the one that can carry everything, that can carry all of the weight, that can carry all of the burdens. This person goes so hard for what it is that they believe in, that it gets to the point where sometimes they just really have to isolate themselves to kind of rest and recharge. So we have the Hermit card. This is the Virgo energy I was referring to. This person works hard. However, they do know how to have fun. They do know how to have a good time. So I'm not trying to make it seem like this person is all work oriented, but you know, with the Three of Cups here, they do know how to have fun. They do know how to have a good time. I feel like your person might be a bit introverted, but they're the type of introvert that will go out and get a drink every once in a while, you know, to get to know people and meet new people, you know. I do feel like it's kind of rare that they venture out of their comfort zone, and I feel like that's something that you will kind of assist them with. They're really gonna look up to you, okay? With this Queen of Pentacles, they're really gonna look up to you. I feel like this is you guys, actually. Like, this is a very, very giving individual, somebody who works hard, but also makes sure that he or she enjoys the fruits of their labor. And I feel like that is something that you are really gonna teach this person. I really don't think that this person has had a helpful partner before. I feel like this person is just so used to doing everything on their own that when somebody comes in to try to help them, they're like, no, it's okay, like, I got it. Like, it's like somebody going in the house with all of these bags of groceries, right? And then you try to take one of them and they're like, no, I got it, you know? It's like this person has always had to prove themselves, to prove that they could do more, you know? And with the Page of Swords, I feel like this is something that they're gonna have to grow out of, okay? But I just feel like mentally they kind of feel like they have to prove themselves. Oh, this person could also be in school. The Page of Swords could be a student. In the Eight of Pentacles, you see how she's like sitting at the desk or computer doing something, like she's drawing. Okay, so this person is still very much learning. This person could be in school. They could be in university. Or something along those lines, maybe trying to get into school, okay? But with the Ten of Wands, they have this terrible habit of taking on more, or biting off more than they could chew, okay? And I feel like this is something that you guys won't hesitate to call them out on. But I feel like this person, they like to do everything on their own so that they can kind of look at what they built, you know, so that they can kind of look at what they built. And I feel like they might have the mindset of like, if I let somebody help me, then they could possibly knock it down. So I've got to protect what I built, you know? I feel like this is like sort of a trauma mentality that they've had, that they have to heal. But you guys have to understand, okay? This person has had to do everything on their own for a very long time, okay? We have the Eight of Swords. You see she's tied up. She's got a blindfold on, you know. She can't really see. She can't take off the blindfold to see like where this help could come from, where this assistance that she might need could come from. So I feel like, you know, this person is undergoing, like I said, a lot of intense transformation surrounding being willing to ask for help when you need it. Because the Ten of Wands, this is somebody at their breaking point. Like, if your ass don't ask for help or accept help, like, I feel like you guys are the type of partners, it's like, you will not let your person carry 50 million bags in the house without giving them some type of help, without giving them some type of assistance. It's like, you know, it's great, babe. I'm so glad that you can do it on your own. I'm still gonna help you though, you know. This is the type of person they might not want you to lift a finger, you know, and I feel like you guys will respect that. But the Queen of Wands, or the Queen of Pentacles, will gladly step off of her throne to help somebody in need, okay? And I feel like if it's your partner, she is gonna step off, you are gonna step off the throne and be of assistance to this person, you know, and help get this person out of their shell so that they can have like a good time, you know. That's one thing. I feel like your person, they could be the type that's like all work and no play, and you guys are not having that, you know, because like the Queen of Pentacles, like I said, she needs to enjoy the fruits of her labor. Otherwise, she's not gonna labor. You feel me? You know, so I feel like you guys are the type, you really know how to have a good time, you know when it's time to let loose, you know. And I also feel like you will respect your partner's needs, desires, wishes to you know, spend some time on their own, spend some time to herself, you know, or himself, you know. And I also feel like you're gonna teach this person a lesson about when it's time to rest, when it's time to take a break, you know, when it's time to do something fun. Also, your person, they could be a gamer. I don't even know where that's coming from. They could be a gamer. They might like to play video games and stuff like that, and you might encourage that. Like, if that's what they enjoy doing to have fun, you might encourage them to, you know, put the pen and pencil down, put the schoolwork down, and just have fun, you know, just have fun. And I feel like this person, they're gonna have to adjust to how do I say, they're gonna have to adjust to having somebody not control them, but having somebody let them know when it's time to take a break, you know what I mean? Or like, I mean that in a way of like a helpful way, you know. And with the card saying lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. What is unaligned for this person is the idea that they have to do everything on their own. Okay, so I feel like I'm really talking about myself, because when I was reading pile number 3, I keep reverting back to pile number 3, but when I was reading pile number 3, I was talking to the people that do everything on their own, right? That aren't used to having somebody step in and help them and assist them, you know. So for pile number 4, I feel like you guys are the people that, you know, would want to step in and be of assistance, you know, because the Two of Pentacles, I feel like sometimes you would have to step in and stop your person from overworking themselves, because the Two of Pentacles, this is juggling too much at once, and it could lead to minor mistakes, minor injuries, or making mistakes that you have to go back and fix, which will take more time than the project in general. So I feel like, you know, you guys are the type, you're very helpful partners, and I feel like this person would just have to adjust to having a helpful partner, and somebody who is of assistance. If you guys are interested in watching group number 3, it's gonna kind of give you the other perspective of this connection, like maybe your person's perspective, because the people who chose that pile, they don't accept help very easily, and the people who chose this pile are very, very helpful, you know. So I would fully encourage you to watch group number 3 so that you could kind of understand your person's perspective a little bit better, because in that pile, I'm kind of talking to your person, if that makes sense. Watch it and you'll get it, you guys. But that is what I have for you guys, and kind of like the relationship dynamic between you guys. So I hope that this reading was helpful. Let me know down in the comments how it resonated for you guys. If you guys are interested in booking a personal tarot reading with me, you guys can book with me on my Etsy shop. The link to do so will be available down in the description box below. The decks we use for today's reading are the Starseed Oracle deck, and we use the Modern Witch Tarot deck. So these decks, along with some of the other decks I use on my channel, and just some other cool decks in general, and some books and stuff, will be available for purchase on my Amazon store. Be sure to check that out if that's something that you guys are interested in, you guys. All of my information for tips and donations, as well as my deck wish list, is also available down in the description box below. If you guys are feeling generous, anything is appreciated. And yeah, so that's all I have for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys in my next one. Bye.